riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically right. A vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, middle to side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I could say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present, now, present, come out, come out, come out.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Manning's Giants going up against Palmer's Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. The veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. Olivier Vernon brings him down. And this offense on your screen, one of the guys who knows how to win football games, Larry Fitzgerald.
Plenty of athleticism, but plays the game with incredible intelligence.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Time running out here on the play clock. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Martin, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
The play clock's running down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Manning letting one go deep for the end zone. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down. This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
So 2nd and 10 here. On play action, it's Manning backing up. And his throw is incomplete. Well, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. And if they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson is one of the best corners in the game as well.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and goal to go now. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Manning now on 3rd and goal. A dump off to Vereen. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Shane Vereen from 10 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Blue 95. Regular. Here we go. Blue 50.
Johnson on the counter. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Charles, for the Giants defense here, looking forward to next season, what do they need to improve and where are they solid?
I think that they'll want to continue to get better at the linebacker position. I think they want to add another pass rusher because Olivier Vernon, who was a free agent pickup in 2016, did a tremendous job coming off the edge. I thought they really shored up the interior with Damon Harrison, a defensive tackle. Landon Collins played at an MVP level on the defensive side of the ball at safety, and Janoris Jenkins became an eraser out on the corner.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Throwing on first down is Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know if that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead,
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll send Brown in motion right. In motion right is John Brown. Johnson running right. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down.
They come up in an offset eye.
All right, now, 1-18. 1-18.
On 2nd down, Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Manning now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Throwing is Manning on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Manning again. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They come out here in the eye. Now Manning. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
All right now, 1, 18.
There they go, play action with Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now Darkwa. They find some open field here. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Orleans Darkwa, 48 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
We got 3, fella, we got 3. Yeah, 480. Mike 51,
Eli's going to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Watch left. Start right there. Here we go. Blue 95.
And the back goes into motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Janot, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. To the air, Palmer after the pick 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. 2 veterans there, Palmer to Fitzgerald, and even 50 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming off oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Halfback sent in motion. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Ten yards to go on third.
Four down. Let's go. Mirror. Hey, check 24. Watch the...
On third down, Palmer shreds the tackle, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
And the offense lining up first and 10.
Right now, blue 58.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, it's Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Fells, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run with Darquan. Whoosh. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be first down, Giants.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play action. Manning. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Vereen. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Shane Vereen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Hey, that's the way to finish. That's the way to finish. In the face.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
4 down, 4 down. Sally 19. Let's go, let's go. Sally 19. Sally, mirror.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Darkwa. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the eye. Now Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And New York set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll run. It's Vereen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Caught on the left side. Fitzgerald. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, 47 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On the run, Darkwa. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From midfield, here's Manning. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the run, here's Vereen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Let's go, let's go. Wide 18. Wide 18. Sally 19. Sally 19.
2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. It turned into a really nice play.
And the back goes into motion. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Now it's Palmer. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 49 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. In on the stop, Kevin Minter. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They fake the handoff. Now Manning sliding out of the pocket. He finds Beckham complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Another pistol look here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go, let's go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On second down, Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Sally 19! Sally 19! Mirror! 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 Zebra! Zebra! Undercrush! Undercrush!
On third down, Palmer. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw again, it's Palmer. And this is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Third down and 3. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. One receiver right, that's Brown.
Let's go.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And that gives him that. Three interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Manning going to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain there down to the... And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up in an offset eye. Manning now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll run here with Vereen. And he gets it down to the 32. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Second and 10 now. It's Palmer. Fitzgerald's got it right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Get ready.
To throw is Palmer. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he motions the wide receiver. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Now Palmer on third and long. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Regular. Switch gears. Here we go. One. Mirror. 3 on 3. Motion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Glendale.